As the president and CEO of Hospice and Palliative Care Center, I'm reminded every day of how important it is to live our best life.
And at the very heart of what we do, our mission is to help our patients and their families focus on living their best life every day, to experience the highest quality of life possible.
And in addition to caring for our patients and families, our organization has always believed in community collaboration, and we see that same spirit in Emily and Keith. Emily and Keith are a big part of our annual Hope Run. They work with our employees promoting wellness. They make a positive impact in our community.
They inspire people, and we think they are the perfect recipients of this year's Living Your Best Life Award.
So join us in congratulating Emily and Keith.
When we were considering where we wanted our store to be, Winston-Salem very quickly rose to the top of the list.
We saw it as an opportunity to be in a smaller community where we already had some roots built and just create that fun, active atmosphere, and I do think that's developed.
I think if we had one vision, like that one stuck.
That's
and
some
we're
of
like,
our favorite things to see here, these large groups of our training programs coming back.
It's really why Keith and Emily, we're passionate about opening up Fleet Feet in Winston-Salem. There's a lot of awesome communities around the country where you can think about opening up a run specialty store where there's a lot of runners, right? And instead they wanted to come back to Winston-Salem where Keith had grown up to help change this community, and it's totally evident.
When we came back to Winston-Salem, my job was to get the store off the ground. Emily's job was to keep working, to keep us afloat, and we found out just, starting a business is not easy. And you can't do it. It's not cheap and it's not easy. And so we just, golly, if there's so many people that helped us get through that phase. And I just remember going to Carborough and sitting down with Tom Rayner, who was the owner of the company and the CEO at the time, and just kind of doing an assessment of where we were and kind of what we lacked. And Tom that day wrote a personal check for the amount of money.
He cries every time he tells this story.
Yeah.
He wrote us a personal check for $50,000.
It was,
and we were just like,
it floored me to have somebody that believed in you that much.
Well, we were getting requests like, I have a child in my class and their shoes are falling apart, or their family's house burned down, and we didn't have any money to just give shoes away. We had nothing, and so we were just, hand to mouth trying to survive with the new business. And so then Keith had this idea, hey, we're gonna ask the vendors if we can make better use of these shoes instead of sending them back to the vendors, or the ones that they don't take to drop off at Goodwill, can we put them to better use? And that's when Mission Feet First was started. And so we've been able to fit Syrian refugees, we fit a number of veterans through veteran programs, drug rehabs. So we donate, we donate over 1,000 pair a year, and we personally fit about 600 pair. And it's one of our favorite things to do.
Seeing this experience of watching Keith and Emily just interact with the students and just investing in the future of these kids in this way this really makes my week.
It just makes me feel so happy that I get to be the person to help them. And it's a pretty special thing. Keith always gets bummed because he's always in the shoe trailer dishing the shoes out, so he doesn't get to help as much one-on-one with the folks we're donating shoes to, but I don't know, it's just pure joy. What I would say to our community is just a huge thank. We have customers that have shopped with us since that very first week we opened, and we love them as much as the brand new customers that come in and just jump in as being part of what we do. The community support of just supporting a family-owned business.
It's definitely what drives us every day, whether it's helping customers with shoes or coming out and helping women train for their first triathlon.
Well, my husband died 18 months ago, and his favorite movie was Shawshank Redemption, and his favorite line in the movie, and I said this at the funeral, is get busy living or get busy dying. So I decided I'm going to get busy living to honor my husband.
We're all going to do this together. It's been fantastic.
There have been so many good memories, and I've met so many wonderful people, and there's been so much support. I just think the whole experience has just been amazing.
All we've got to offer is a whole lot of love and experience, and treating the customer well. That's all we really can do to stay relevant, and the community has embraced that.
And without that, none of what we were able to do happens.
It's become a family, really. and we see people that have been part of this for a long time. I would say living your best life means loving and serving people, because that's where I get the most joy and feel the most reward, just serving people.
There's an author that I really like to read, and he says you cannot be 100% every day, but you can give 100% of whatever you have that day. And I think that's what it's all about.
Mm-hmm.